Hi, I'm Derek Cooper, Australian PGA professional and golf coach. I want to welcome you back for the next lesson in our Better Putting Blueprint series. In previous lessons we talked about pre-swing fundamentals. You can now have a solid putting stroke. You can now start the ball on your intended line. You can aim the ball at your intended target, and you can also green read. Today what I wanted to do was to show you some drills and practice exercises you can do which will help you implement those skills that we learned in those earlier lessons and put you in situations which replicate more like the situations you were going to face on the golf course. So it's much easier for you to transfer the skills that you've learned here on the practice facility out onto the golf course, and will help you perform better out there and shoot lower scores. So I'm out here on the putting green and I've set up 10 balls in a 3-foot circle around the green, and this is the drill that we're going to do today. First and foremost though, it also works as a skills test. So it's a great way for you to check your ability to make short putts. The other thing which is excellent about this exercise is that every single putt is slightly different. Some putts are going to be straight, some are going to be breaking from left to right, some are going to break from right to left, some are uphill, some are downhill. So it's a great way for you to apply all the skills that you've learned in those earlier lessons to this situation here today. It will also allow you to see how far you've come and also maybe how far you've still got to go. So the way that you would work through this exercise is set the balls up in the circle as you've done. Keep in mind that your putter length is probably pretty close to 36 inches, and that's going to be your 3-foot circle. Alternatively, you can just walk around the green and just take steps away from the hole and place the ball on the green. That will also work for your 3-foot circle. I'd encourage you to go back and line up every single putt. Remember, we want to get our eyes down as close to green level as we can when we're looking at the putt. I want to walk in, have a practice stroke first so I can feel how long a stroke do I need to make the ball go the distance I want. Remember, we aim the putter first, set the ball position, set stance width, one last look, then go ahead and make a stroke. And then I'd go to the next ball around the circle. The first time you go through this, I definitely encourage you to write down how many balls out of the 10 you make. I'm going to attach with this video, there is a small table for you which will indicate to you, based on how many balls you can make out of 10, what your putting handicap is for this 3-foot circle, and that's going to be a great place for you to start. We'll be back in just a second. I'm going to show you another drill which is similar, but it's going to also further emphasize the things we've talked about here. The next drill I wanted to show you this morning is a continuation from the 3-foot circle. We've now moved out to a 6-foot circle. So the way I measured these out, instead of taking the 1 pace that I did earlier for the 3 feet, I've taken 2 paces. Now I'm out to 6 feet. It's a skills test as well as a practice drill. The idea would be you go through this exercise exactly the same as you did the 3-foot circle. We still want to go back behind each putt, eyes down to green level, read the putt, decide where I need to hit it. I want to go through my normal routine again. Remembering we have that practice stroke first, trying to feel the length of the stroke. Aim the putter, set the feet, one last look at the hole, hold the finish, and then go ahead and go through the whole circle again. If you can do this one time for me, I want you to record the number of putts that you make out of 10 and then compare them to the score sheet I've got attached with this video. And that's going to give you a good idea, again, of your handicap on these 6-foot circle drills. If you do that for the 3-foot circle and the 6-foot circle, you can then get an idea if your putting handicap for these 2 drills matches your overall handicap when you're playing on the golf course. If you're finding that your handicap for these 2 drills is higher than your normal scoring handicap, then you can see that this is an area that needs a little more work. If you find that the putting handicap for these 2 drills is lower than your normal handicap, then this is obviously a strength of your game. You don't need to spend as much time on these sorts of drills, and you want to move on to some of the other drills, maybe some mid-range putts, some longer putts, some more green reading skills, more distance control drills. And I'm going to share with you some more drills in some future videos, but I definitely encourage you to get away and do these 2. And please feel free to post your results along with this video. I'd love to hear how you did with these exercises and how you were able to improve, maybe if you did a little bit of practice with them. So thank you for joining me for today's lesson. It'd be a great idea to get away and do those circle drills on a regular basis. They'll be a great way for you to monitor how you're going with your short putting. It will also be a great way for you to continue to work on the skills that are required for you to make short putts, which are the same skills we've been working on in earlier videos. If you've got any questions about anything that we talked about today, please feel free to post them along with any comments in along with this video. I'd love to hear from you. I'm always happy to hear how you're going with your practice and how you're progressing. Otherwise, keep practicing hard, and I look forward to seeing you next time.